So as I'm sure most of you are already aware of, Sonic Unleashed recently got an unofficial PC port in Unleashed Recompiled, and it's amazing. But I'm pretty sure you also already knew that. What I actually want to do today isn't really relevant to the PC port itself. No, the only thing the PC port did was give me a great way to record Sonic Unleashed. Record Sonic Unleashed for what, you may be asking? Well, you read the title. I'm going to be S-ranking all of the daytime stages in Sonic Unleashed. But what's so special about Sonic Unleashed that an S-ranking video would even be interesting? Well, I don't know if you know, but I definitely know that Sonic Unleashed is surprisingly difficult and sometimes infuriating, S-ranking every stage being proof of that. So today, I'm going to share with you my borderline miserable experience that I somehow enjoyed getting all of the S-ranks in the Sonic Unleashed daytime stages. Subscribe. Getting S-ranks in Sonic Unleashed holds the same principles as in PO6. It's all in the score. This includes rings, enemies, and time, which pretty much means don't get hit while collecting as many rings as possible and beat every enemy that comes your way. But if there's anything I've learned from my previous videos, it's that the rings and enemies are way more important than time, which is the opposite of what you might think because of the whole fast hedgehog thing. A great example of this is in Act 1 of Windmill Isle, our first stage. It's a really simple and short stage because it's the tutorial, but it was surprisingly a bit of a pain to get the S rank. To really hammer in the idea of rings and enemies being more important than time, I did 4 runs before my S rank, and the only difference between my 4th and 5th attempt was that I got these 2 sets of rings here. That's it. Our very first S rank. Boom! Barely. Here's the level most of you think when you hear Sonic Unleashed. Windmill Isle Act 2. It's a pretty simple stage that's easy to S-rank when you know your way around. Just hug the wall to the left in this section, don't forget to get into the rainbow rings, and you should be good. Look, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my first time playing Unleashed. S-rank. Oh! First try. Now let me introduce you to the optional, lesser known levels of Unleashed. Well, at least for me. There are these little extra bite-sized stages that usually center around some gimmick of sorts. For example, Windmill Isle Act 3 takes place completely on rails and centers around racking up score by going through the most rainbow rings, along with staying on the highest path. Usually there wouldn't be anything of note to say about this level, but my momentum was randomly killed at certain points in the level that were solved by holding the boost button. It could be an issue with the recompilation itself, or the game, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Other than that, it was a pretty good level. Easy S rank. Welcome to Missouri, a place filled with wonder and despair, but more importantly, where we'll find our next couple of stages. Savannah Citadel Act 1 is a pretty good stage that gets you acquainted with the drifting mechanic in this game, something I'll become very familiar with. As you can see from this footage, I wasn't too good at drifting. I was happy back then. All you have to know for this stage is to jump here, press X or square here, don't mess up in this final platforming section, and S rank. Boom! Boom, boom, boom! Bro, Savannah Citadel Act 2. Everything I've ever done in my life was nothing compared to this. I was happy going into this level, but I came out scarred. This level is literally all about drifting. Drift, drift, drift. If you don't know what you're doing in this level, it's horrible. Which is why I died way too many times and got a C rank the first time I actually beat the level. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get an S rank on this one. But to be honest, I'm sort of exaggerating. The level really isn't hard, it's learning the drift that's hard. I'm not gonna get into how it works exactly, but pretty much, it takes time for Sonic's drift to actually turn, so you just have to get through the arc of his turn as quickly as possible by either starting the drift on the opposite end of the curve to give yourself the space necessary, or by just making the curve yourself by starting left to end up going right, and vice versa. But even after saying all of that, I had just jogged through each curve to get the S rank. Yes! 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 Absolutely the worst thing I ever had to do in my life. If Savannah Citadel Act 2 was like getting shot, well then Act 3 is like getting pinched in the nipple. This kind of level will come up a couple more times throughout the video, so I'll just explain it now. Act 3 is a side-scrolling, memory-based level that relies on intentional repeat playthroughs to learn and perform the level shortcuts. That can literally be said for every Sonic level ever, but especially here because there's more of an emphasis on the constant upper path opportunities. It also seems like it reuses the level layouts already in the stage, which just made things confusing. So while it was unpleasant, all it took was a couple playthroughs and S rank. The level isn't even 30 seconds long. Holoska is our next continent, and what sets this continent apart is that it's cold. Cool Edge Act 1. There isn't all that much to say about this level. It's pretty enjoyable once you get used to its quirks. Just don't slip off the edge of the stage or play like an idiot, and you should be good. S rank. Oh, still an S, but not my best. Cool Edge Act 2. Remember when I said that Missouri Act 2 reuses level assets? Yeah, we'll crank that up to 100 because this whole level is just the same circle over and over again. It spices things up by adding new obstacles that just make you not want to play the game anymore, but hey, look at this. That was pretty cool. Oh my god, fine. What is wrong with his legs? S rank. That's what I'm saying! Welcome to Spagonia. You know, that thing from Sonic Generations. Now is where I talk about Tornado Defense Act 1, but I'll get to that. Rooftop Run Act 1. Often seen as the stage from Unleashed. And I'd say it's deserved. Dragon Road is better though, I can't lie, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Rooftop Run has everything you'd want in an Unleashed stage. You got your boosting, a little drifting, some more boosting, some platforming here and there, quick time events too, boosting. Oh, I forgot to mention these stupid things. Yeah, screw these guys. Hit these enemies to hit the stupid guys, but don't get hit by their lasers though, or else the run's over. Press that restart button, you're not getting that S. This level only really requires consistency. Learn the level's layout, try with all your heart not to get clipped by anything in the stage, and you should have yourself an S. Oh my god! Rooftop Run Act 2. Holy shit, I really don't know what happened here. At face value, this is just an ordinary, mildly difficult side-scrolling level, but I can tell you it's much more than that. I'm really not sure if the level really is that hard, or if it's just I wouldn't let myself beat the stage if I didn't have a perfect run. But this level was a living hell. Just to put this into perspective, it took me almost 2 hours to beat the stage. I started the level with 12 lives and I came out with 56. I don't even know how that happens. I died to the stupidest little mistakes that would cost me so many promising runs. Sorry, little kid. No! Normally this would be the part where I'd say I'm exaggerating, but no. This level is actually hard. To S rank at least. Maybe I didn't need to try as hard as I did, but whatever, it's done. Leave me alone. S rank. Yes! Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm collecting. After that mess, the game greets you with warm cuddles in the form of a chow hunting level. It's pretty simple. Collect the chow. There's 10 of them and it's nothing crazy. Pretty enjoyable, not gonna lie. What the fuck was this though? What? Come on, S rank, S rank, S rank. Boom! Chunan. Yeah, this is obviously just China. I love waiting. Dragon Road. What a sick name. That being said, this is one of the best levels in the game. The shortcuts are juicy, the speed is juicy, the whole level is juicy really. This is an S tier level, easily. I love it. But because I love it, I needed my run to be perfect. So it ended up taking me 40 minutes to actually S rank the level, but whatever. Just don't miss this jump or this one, and make sure you hit these rings, and you should be good. S rank. Yes! 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 Dragon Road Act 2 is a lot like Savannah Citadel Act 2 in the way that it's a side-scrolling copy-pasted level. If you're not locked in on this level, you're getting punished pretty bad. So make sure you stay on top of things. Literally. The level is pretty fun once you know your way around though. Oh, that's an S, that's an S, that's an S. Oh, come on. Yes. Dragon Road Act 3 is 32 seconds long. S rank. There you go. Oh, we're in Shamar now. Arid Sands Act 1. This level is actually probably better than Dragon Road, but the more I think about it, all of the late game daytime stages are great. This level also has great speed, shortcuts, and it's just fun in general. I also love this stage. You do have to watch a video or something to learn each shortcut. Once you know everything, this level is awesome. But since I'm so nice, don't miss this ring trail or this one. Keep to your right in this section, jump on these rails, and don't miss these guys here. Also, don't get hit by the many things you can get hit with, especially these stupid pillars, and you should be good. Took me a little bit, but I got it eventually. Come on, this is like the best run of my entire life. Come on, yeah, there you go. There you go, yeah. Arid Sands Act 2 is just a quick time event rush, and sometimes that's all you need for a great level. If anything, getting to the level was harder than the level itself. Oh! S rank. Let's go, get me out of here. What the? Welcome to England, I mean Empire City. Skyscraper Scamper Act 1 is also just a really good level. The level is padded out with these two stupid robot guys the game keeps reusing, but the stage makes up for it with the rail sections. This level is the most pumped you'll ever be playing a Sonic game, and I have to say it's great. It's pretty short though, but that just makes my job easier. Know this shortcut, this one too. Don't get hit and look ahead of you at all times, especially in the latter half of the stage when you're zooming past everything. S rank. Oh wow! Act 2 is short and sweet with a side of actually being fun too. It has you running along these thin pathways and like I said, it's fun. But short. S rank. Jungle Joyride or something, I don't know man. I want to say I like this level, but I just could not get past these water sections without eating some sort of shit. I don't know what's wrong with me. The level is gorgeous, but super deadly towards the end, and you almost have to pray nothing goes wrong. I actually can't give you any tips for this level besides this shortcut. Good luck. Maybe I just need more experience, but that's what it felt like going through this level. S rank. Yes! Yes! Act 2 is, again, that same copy-pasting 2D level type, and yeah, surprisingly, I got the S rank after playing pretty horribly and getting hit like 6 times. You really shouldn't have a problem with this one. If I get an S, somebody kiss me. That was the most scuffed S I've ever gotten in my entire career. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Act 3 is a sidestepping simulator with a few jumps here and there. Okay, I'm being a little mean. This level was actually pretty fun and engaging. It's really fast paced and exactly what you want in a Sonic level, and the fact that it's short and doesn't overstay its welcome makes it even better. I really don't know what's with these stupid shield guys though. They actually have some sort of vendetta against me. S rank. After beating the level, I got the Day Tripper achievement for clearing all daytime stages. Wait, what? An achievement? Oh no. Jokes aside, that achievement means I cleared every daytime stage, right? The video's over? Well, no. Now it's time to tie up some loose ends. Technically, these 3 bosses take place during the day, so they count too. Ba-boom! 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 Now, the real challenge starts. The 2 tornado defense stages are often hated because they're just filler, but they offer so much more than that. They turn your once happy life into a miserable one. Let's start with Act 1. At face value, all you have to do is press the buttons the game is telling you to press. And yeah, that is all there is to it. But to get the S rank in this stage, you have to hit every one of your shots. Sounds easy, right? Yeah, well, it wasn't, and I was only able to do it after many tries. I would try S-ranking the level at the beginning of each of my play sessions, but would fail every time until the end. Are you But when I finally did full combo the stage, I was greeted with that welcoming shine of S. There you go.
Eggman Land! Eggman Land! What the fuck?
Act 2 was surprisingly a lot easier. This time you're in a red sky, which means that everything is harder, maybe. Enemies come at you faster, they have a smaller window for attack, and you can get demolished by a surprise 5-button combo. Oh, unless you're me. Oh my, that was glorious. But even with all of those things, my training from Act 1 made this level easier than the first. The thing about these levels is that they can be so frustrating, but so rewarding when done flawlessly. That being said, I had the run of my life going, with a combo in the 160s. No! I thought it was all over. All of my hard work would be for nothing. So I shamefully finished the level. I'm a f***ing failure. I missed. No, I got it! I got it anyway. I got the S rank. And with that, there was only one thing left to do. Dark Gaia, that silly guy. The fight was pretty simple. Cold Ore your way to Dark Gaia as Chip, throw some hands, have your life in danger, run as Sonic, attack as Sonic, and repeat 2 more times until Dark Gaia transforms into Perfect, Dark Gaia. Sonic goes super as we now rush towards Dark Gaia with the power of cool spikes and soap shoes. And with the power of said cool spikes and soap shoes, we get rid of Dark Gaia's shield, save Chip from Dark Gaia's grasp, and boost our way to its big stinky eyeball to get our final S rank. Boom. Easy. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with Sonic Unleashed, even though I wanted to pull my hair out sometimes, but maybe that's what made it fun. Everybody loves overcoming a good challenge. We overcome our past weaknesses and grow stronger because of it. That's what life's all about. Growth. Yeah, I know I'm talking about a Sonic game, but shut up, you get the point. Now, if you know anything about Sonic Unleashed, you know that Eggman Land is the most infamous stage in the game. Daytime Sonic is in that stage, but I'd say it's more of a Werehog stage than a Hedgehog one. So I'll leave that for next time, when I get an S rank in all of the nighttime stages in Sonic Unleashed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe! I really want you to subscribe and maybe leave a like.